I'm going to move to Chris Klein, Pickleball and Paddle Business Consultant. I see you have a pickleball racket here. And obviously, we're in Italy. We have a lot of tennis players. We have a lot of paddle players. But we don't have really a lot of pickleball players. How do you see yourself as an expert in pickleball, the growth and the situation of this new sport in Europe?
Yeah, so thank you for having me. So I think that Europe is ready for pickleball. Certainly, we can see by the forecourts here, there's certainly interest in the sport in Europe, but I can relate my own experiences in North America, in specifically the United States. 5 years ago, pickleball was very small, just some older people at the resorts, mostly playing the sport. Kids were taught it in school, but they still didn't really continue to play. And then one of the positive outcomes from COVID was that people were forced outside and they began playing pickleball at their homes and their driveways. And the result was that people learned that the sport was quite easy to play, quite easy to pick up. Anybody young, old, can play the sport, but also it requires a great deal of practice to get good. And so the strategic elements motivated people to stay with the sport, and it led to the pro tours and the growth of, it's very well documented. The growth is incredible, maybe 40 million people in North America playing pickleball. And then at the same time with paddle, nobody really knows paddle. So if you've got 40 million Americans playing pickleball, there's maybe 200,000 Americans playing paddle. And so from my standpoint, I try to help European companies bring paddle to the States because I think that paddle fits very well into pickleball and pickleball facilities. And then at the same time, if I can help bring pickleball to Europe and help with that transformation, I think the two fit together.
In a way, it feels like pickleball is in the same stage in Europe as paddle is in the US.
Yes.
Your job, and the question is how you do it, is how to bring the pickleball culture to Europe and how to bring the paddle culture into the US. Are we ready for that?
Yeah. So I'll start with bringing paddle to the U.S. because that's the task that I have pretty much every day. The way to bring paddle to the U.S. is to get the pickleball facilities, of which there are more than 10,000, indoor and outdoor facilities. If you can get the pickleball facilities to add paddle courts, it's a natural fit. So, a pickleball facility might have 6 or 8 pickleball courts. They probably also have tennis courts. Maybe some of the tennis courts aren't being used. And so what we're finding in North America is that they'll take 1 or 2 of the tennis courts and add 2 paddle courts, maybe even 3 or 4 paddle courts. So these multi-sport facilities now are able to offer tennis and pickleball and now paddle. In the next 5 years, the projections of the paddle will also enter that market into those combined facilities.
You mentioned pickleball and paddle a lot of times, and tennis maybe just a few. That's maybe because these two sports are taking over, or at least trying to close the gap. Do you think that pickleball and paddle are maybe the future, and tennis, in a way, is going to pay the price?
No, I don't. My personal opinion is that all three fit very well together. Recently, there was an event at the USTA, the United States Tennis Association. So the USTA held a combined event that Marcos de Pilar was at. But the point is they had tennis and pickleball and paddle all in that same combined facility. I think that's the future is the three sports actually interact together. It doesn't affect tennis. Actually, tennis continues to grow, and I believe will continue to grow.
Thank you, Chris.